So now we have a properly shaped file with proper naming. We just need to size it and then perhaps color it a little bit. So now we're going to go up to the Tools menu. We're going to choose Adjust Size. And this has several different options in it. Yours may not start out being listed in pixels. That's simply because the last default was not pixels. So choose that. And we want ours to be 300 by 300. Both of the boxes should be checked, scale proportionately, so that it keeps those in check. As it gets smaller one dimension, it goes smaller the other dimension. And it's going to resample, which means it's going to recreate this file by shrinking it rather than simply just taking out data. It's actually going to do a better job if you choose resample in most cases. Leave the resolution alone because this is for the screen, and 72 pixels per inch is perfect for screen. And then just click OK. And that's resized the picture down to 300 by 300, which is just right. And the last thing you might want to do, this depends on you and you do not have to do it, is you may want to do a recolor. So up on the Tools menu, you can adjust the color. And this brings up a palette with quite a few different options in it. The two that are most relevant for our photo are probably the exposure and the saturation. So exposure, the first one here, I'm going to take and move up a little bit, which is going to add light as if I had an extra flash. So I feel like my face was kind of dark in that photo. And then saturation is how much color is in this photo. And I don't feel like my face is that red most of the time. It's just a little bit less saturated than that. And notice that I didn't make really large changes on these. You can grab these sliders and play around with it and see what it does. It does all kinds of fancy things. But most of the time, if you want your photo to look natural, you're not going to make very big changes on these sliders. Small changes can make a really big difference in the professionalism lookingness of this photo. The other kind of fun one that you might like to play with sometimes is the sepia, which gives you that old-fashioned photo look. That's not what we're wanting today. I want a regular looking photo. So here I am looking much more like I do in real life, I think, than the original. So I'm going to go ahead and close that and resave this file. And then I need to go put it into my post. So I'm going to go back over to NOLA Labs here, and I need to add this file. I'm going to select the file. And there's a whole lot of stuff in my media library. You may not have all this stuff in there, but you're going to switch over to Upload Files here in the upper corner. Click Select File. Go to your Documents, and here's your file. Select it. It's going to upload that file. Depending on whether you click or not, make sure that that box is checked. It should not disappear before you click the Select button, or you're not going to actually attach this to your post. So now I've selected that file. Here it is, properly named, ready to go. And all I have to do is put in my few words of description here, and I'll be ready to claim this post. That's it.